FOG Andrew here from the Family of Gamers. Welcome, War Gamers, to an exciting, awesome episode. So 2024 has just begun, and I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to talk about my top 5 most anticipated games of 2024. So most of these are coming out, as far as I know, in 2024, but some of them are maybe coming out this year. We don't really know on some of them, but we'll get into it when we get to it. But we're going to start off at number 5, which is going to be the Worms board game. So this was on Kickstarter last year, and I was very excited for this. It was funded in 13 minutes, and it was created by Mantic Games, which is really big because if you don't know, we play a lot of Mantic games, Dead Zone, Armada, Hellboy, all these different games that they put out, Firefight, and this being one of their licenses that they have acquired, I'm very excited for this. It being a board game also kind of attracted me to this as well. Also, we have, the different miniatures and stuff like that. So it's not just a board game, with cardboard pieces. No, you're getting miniatures. You're getting the item crates and stuff like that, and the mines and whatnot. Some dice, stuff like that. They also did a thing where they did daily reveals. They didn't do stretch goals, they did daily reveals. So every day they would show certain things that are in the Kickstarter or that you'll be getting if you back the Kickstarter that's exclusive to it. So not necessarily stretch goals, but a kind of a different way to do. It wasn't a stretch goal, it was just kind of showing every day things that you're getting exclusive to the Kickstarter, which also made me, want to come back and also keep looking at what's coming out. I did a bunch of videos on this game, so if you haven't seen those, go check them out after this video. But you also get these alternative sculpts, extra cards, and stuff like that. I decided to do the Armageddon Pledge, which added some new landscapes, collector's prints, which I'm not too crazy about, but then also a deluxe neoprene dice tray and a deluxe neoprene playmat with an extra dice set and all that stuff. And then they have the daily reveals here, which is pretty cool. There's also going to be an app integrated in it as well, which I think is going to be an interesting thing that they're going to do. But I'm definitely very excited for this game, and this should be coming out hopefully in August, or at least being fulfilled in August of this year. But we'll see what happens with that. I am extremely excited for this game to come out. At number 4, we're going to talk about Katon New Energies. Now, me and Coach did do a video on this already, but I figured I would talk about it a little bit here because this is, again, one of my most anticipated games of 2024. So this is hopefully coming out. It says Q2, quarter 2 of 2024. Hopefully around the summertime it should be coming out. But we have some pictures here that I quickly kind of look at. Here's the board that you're gonna see. It's similar to normal Catan. It's a circular board, though. You also have these warehouse kind of plates here, or player things that you can put your roads and different things on there. There's new tokens and cards and stuff like that. I like how they modernize the resource cards as well. I think that's a very clever thing because this game is also in the 21st century, so it's modern time, like a modern take on Catan, like a modern times Catan, which I think is very, very cool. You get a bunch of different stuff in here, so it's similar to Dawn of Humankind, but I think this is going to be more Catan-like. Dawn of Humankind, Catan was very, very different from standard Catan. This seems like it's going to be pretty similar, but also very, very different, which I'm very excited for this. It's going to be very awesome. Like I said, me and Coach did a more in-depth video on this, so if you want to check that out, I'll have that linked somewhere on the screen. So at number 3, we have Halo coming from Mantic Games. So we really don't know much about what's going on with this. Again, me and Coach did do a video on this as well, so I'm going to quickly kind of talk about some things here. Apparently, it's going to be coming out September 2024. They are probably, as far as we know, not going to do a Kickstarter for this. and they may or may not, just speculation, have stuff at Adepticon this year, which would be kind of cool to see some of this stuff. But I think this is probably Mantic's biggest IP license that they have obtained right now. They got Walking Dead, Hellboy, Umbrella Academy, Mars Attacks, and stuff like that. But this is probably their biggest, so definitely an interesting thing. I'm interested to see what they're going to do. They haven't really talked about what they're going to be doing for it as of the recording of this video, but we are going to be doing some updates and stuff like that on them, whatever they're going to put out or announce for Halo. We don't know. It's going to definitely have miniatures, but we don't know if it's going to be a board game or an actual war game. We did a whole speculating kind of video that'll be also linked on the screen somewhere. But September of this year, we're going to be seeing some Halo stuff by Mantic Games. So you got 2 Mantic Games stuff on this list. At number 2 is going to be Unmatched Sun's Origin. So right now, this is supposed to be coming out in February. Now, February is, almost here. Obviously it's already January, and we really have not seen much about Sun's Origin here for Unmatched. We're getting Oda Nobunaga and Tomoe Gozen. I'm very excited for Oda. And Coach is very excited. If you guys don't know, he's big into samurai stuff, especially, with us playing Test of Honor. Getting 2 samurai Japanese kind of characters, historical figures in Unmatched, I think is a very cool thing that they're doing. We've seen a lot of licensed characters with the whole wave of Marvel sets that Unmatched has put out. So this is kind of a breath of fresh air to see just a normal Unmatched box with 2 historical figures. So I think that this box is going to be very cool. And I want to touch on 2 other things that we really don't know too much about, or a couple of things with Unmatched. So we're also getting, I did a video on this, 2 Witcher sets are going to be coming out for Unmatched. It says The Witcher is coming to Unmatched in 2024 from this tweet that Restorations put out, but we don't know anything else. Anything else about what's gonna happen with The Witcher and all this stuff. We really have no idea what's going on. They haven't really talked about much. The other thing, we're supposed to also be getting a William Shakespeare set in this year, which we really don't know much about either. Just all we know is that Shakespeare is supposed to be in the box, but who is he going to go up against? Is this going to be Battle Legends Volume 3, or is this going to be a 2-box set that they're going to do? And then also an Unmatched Adventures unannounced license, apparently we're going to be also getting, which would be coming to Kickstarter quarter 3 of 2024, allegedly. So, and Sun's Origin is supposed to come out on Valentine's Day on February 14th, so we'll see what the deal is with that. It's been very hard for me to even get Brains and Brawn. I was finally able to pick that up, but it was very difficult for me to get Brains and Brawn, just because it was either sold out right away, or they just couldn't find it anywhere that wasn't marked up in price, which kind of sucked. But I'm interested in what more stuff is going to come out for Unmatched. I think they went a little crazy with the Marvel license, but those boxes are fantastic. I have no complaints there, but I do want to see more characters like Shakespeare, or from Sun's Origin, Oda and Tomoe. I think those are definitely cool to see more historical characters or legend characters, or like they did with Tales to Amaze. They have non-licensed characters that they can use, like Jill Trent and Tesla and stuff like that. So, or Golden Bat. So that stuff cool, but I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with Unmatched this year in 2024. And then number 1 is going to be the Terraria board game. So as you can see here, we know pretty much nothing about what's going to be happening with the Terraria board game. Terraria is a fantastic video game. Love it, love it, love it. There was also a Kickstarter for the Stardew Valley board game like 1 or 2 years ago that I completely missed out on, unfortunately. And that is one of my favorite video games as well. I have a lot of hours in both of Terraria and Stardew Valley. So I do not want to miss out on this. It is an upcoming project on Kickstarter. We really know pretty much nothing. It was very hard for me to even find any details about this. I don't even know when this is gonna launch the Kickstarter. I saw something that it might be coming out in March, February, who knows. But on BackerKit they did show a couple of things. Here's the looks like the cover for the box. And then it also, so this apparently is going to be a cooperative tabletop adventure for 1 to 4 players based on the video game. And then, explore ever-changing biomes, dig to mine ores, fight enemies, build a base, craft exciting new accessories, upgrade your character, all that stuff. But they also showed some sneak peek stuff, and like I said, it was very hard for me to even find this stuff here, but this is on BackerKit here. Modular boss miniatures. So here we have the Brain of Cthulhu, which looks fantastic. We also have the Queen Bee, which looks also pretty sweet. And then we have the Eye of Cthulhu sculpt here, which looks also amazing. And these do say WIP, work in progress. So I am very excited for this. I'm very interested to see where they go and how this is going to play. And I'm very curious on what's going to be, the gameplay in this. I'm very excited. I hope, we get a lot of miniatures in this, because that, if we're seeing boss miniatures, I'm hoping they have a lot more miniatures, or miniatures for the characters and not just cardboard standees. That would kind of stink. But, like I said, nonetheless, I'm very excited for Terraria, the board game, to come to Kickstarter. I will definitely be doing a video on this when this officially launches on Kickstarter. But that is it. Those are my top 5, not in really any particular order, games that I'm excited for 2024. Let me know down in the comments below, do you have a top 5 favorite games or top 5 games you're most anticipated for in this year? Or do you have 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, whatever? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Also, if you want to talk to me and Coach about gaming and all that stuff in our Discord server, you can do that with the link in the description. We're very active in there. You can check that out. There's also some videos on the screen right now that you can check out that we have posted on the channel. And if you're new here, why don't you subscribe for more videos like this one coming out in the future as well. And that's it, guys. I will see you in the next one.